In the days and weeks leading up to any election, you always hear a lot about the important role undecided voters can play. And as we approach November 3rd, Global Cleveland is releasing new information on the potential impact newly naturalized citizens can have on national, state, and local elections.
News 5 anchor Mike Brookbank introduces us to one of those registered voters from Shaker Heights who is exercising her right for the first time in 2020.
This is your chance to have a voice.
Nathany Yaski is ready to use hers as she gets ready to cast her first ballot as a naturalized citizen.
It seems so small, it's just a piece of paper. It's not just a piece of paper, it's your life 10 years from now.
The 28-year-old and her family secured political asylum back in the 90s to escape a civil war in Sierra Leone.
It means everything to me.
Her mom's former college professor
We knew about what was going on in Sierra Leone and how brutal it was.
put them up for 2 years.
My brother would sleep on the floor, so me, my sister, and my mom would share the bed.
Despite having a chance to vote in the 2016 presidential election,
I may have been a bit complicit.
Yaski sat that one out, but not this year.
This election is just different. Hearing xenophobic rhetoric really cuts me to the core.
There are about 60,000 naturalized citizens like Yaski in Ohio who could swing the outcome of the 2020 election, according to Global Cleveland.
Well, in a close election, anything can matter.
Justin BUCHLER is a political science professor at Case Western. He tells me newly naturalized citizens typically vote Democratic, with some variation among Hispanics.
Cubans have historically been a little bit more likely to vote Republican.
I asked BUCHLER if there was a way Republicans could tap into this growing demographic.
Right now, it's very difficult to do with Trump on the ticket.
He said the GOP would need to change its stance on immigration.
This will hurt them, yes.
2/3 of the people who have registered to vote in the immigrant community are under the age of 45.
The National Partnership for New Americans tells us the potential new voters exceed the margin of victory for the 2016 presidential election.
We have this incredible opportunity in Ohio together to really shape the story around this electorate and the issues that matter to them.
Among the issues for Nathany Yaski, defending the process that allowed her to become a U.S. citizen.
I remember hearing a speech talking about how refugee asylum is a sham and how it's just the way that people sneak into the country.
Because of what she calls ongoing rhetoric, Yaski tells me immigrants may be keeping their heads down, but they will be heard.
We're silent, but we're sure as hell going to use our vote this year.
Reporting in Cleveland, Mike Brookbank, News 5.